You don't want to lose a gunfight that you don't need to. That's the reason that control schemes are so important nowadays. And that's the reason I'm bringing you today's video. It's all about not taking your thumb off of the analog stick when doing moves or abilities that are critical to whooping another player's butt. Now, we've seen this push from developers over the last few years to provide alternatives to traditional control schemes. And by traditional, you guys all know what I mean. The ones where you jump and that button is on the X or A button, depending on your platform. And if you're on PC, look, you're saying master race for life. I get it. Yeah. We know you can customize your control schemes to whatever you want by remapping them to your mouse and keyboard. Okay, we get it. Moving on. In Titanfall, you're either going to choose between bumper jumper or evolved if you're looking for more mobility and more precision. Now, I recently switched from bumper jumper to evolved, and I'm definitely liking it. Choosing either scheme is going to offer you similar value. You're looking for, again, mobility while being able to aim. Evolve offers me the most useful functions without taking my thumb off the analog stick, and they are very small details here and kind of going between them. I don't want to take my thumb off of the analog stick when I could just as easily outmaneuver and outshoot or basically just dunk on my opponent while they're tapping the jump or slide button with their thumb and then trying to readjust their aim to come back on the analog stick. That split-second decision is the difference between winning at a high level and losing. Now, the main difference between bumper jumper and evolved is that the melee button for bumper jumper is swapped with crouch. So crouch moves to the analog stick on evolve, which allows for a slightly more fluid experience when traveling around the map. You lose the ability to melee as fluidly while being aerial, moving over to evolved. However, I found that kicking someone out of the air is not quite as valuable as the change in orientation that enemy players will see when they face me sliding at them from, outside of a wall or into a room or whatever. And you just encounter that situation more frequently than you do kicking someone out of the air. Now, at least from what I've seen, if you're going all commando and trying to be that person that is meleeing everyone, I guess you could, go with bumper jumper. But I just don't have that happen enough for me to warrant it. You may feel comfortable in the traditional control scheme, but believe me, all of the other competitive players at this point in time have moved on. They are either using controllers like the Scuff or Elite in order to allow them to remap their controls, or they're using schemes like bumper jumper that offer them more mobility and accuracy. And in some cases, in most cases, they might just be doing both to make sure that they have the flexibility to be as accurate as possible all the time. Now, it does take time to learn a new scheme, but I promise you the payoff is immediately noticeable. I remember over the last few years, back when the original Anzas were out and I had to pick up and learn how to play Gears of War differently when remapping was kind of new for the consoles. And then switching over to bumper jumper as those became more prevalent was a request. So you saw like Call of Duty and Halo and all these other games kind of following suit, and now they're offering even more schemes that don't have you take your thumb off the analog stick while you're in the air, because it's that vital. So I hope you guys got something to take away from this video. If anything, if you're playing on bumper jumper, try evolved out. It's not that big of a difference, and see which one you like a little bit more. And if you're on traditional control schemes, you gotta get out of the past. You're a dinosaur at this point. Move on. Improve your game. Elevate yourself. Till the next time, folks, I will catch you all later. Stay frosty.